Welcome to Golden Mountain, Golden Meadow. Welcoming you all is a matter of fun and as well as matter of pleasure. Thank you very much for sticking with me for so many episodes. Now it's the final episode that we are studying in grade 10 reading chapter 19. So without wasting ado, today I will not talk about any of the places to visit as there are so many things to learn at once. So this is gonna be the concluding reading for grade 10 unit 19, interpreting tables and charts. So basically we have got description of charts and tables as well as graphs and all that. And for that we basically make 3 paragraphs. You can make 4 paragraphs as well. For first one we do give the introduction, the body part we give general information, comparison, contrasts, as well as detailed data or whatever is about. On top of that, if you analyze at the last part of the second paragraph, it'd be nice, or can be extended to say third paragraph as well. And finally we give a conclusion of what it is all about. So with this we come to the end of what we are learning. So seems like there is little problem in displaying what I'm displaying right now. Let's see whether it is true or correct or not correct. If it is not correct, let's make it correct. If it is correct, let's think it's correct one. Okay, something is wrong somewhere. Since something is wrong somewhere, audience will not be able to understand what is right and what is wrong. Okay, so what is happening here? Something is being driven to the extremity. Oh, so it has to be within the limitation, within the boundary line. If it is out of a boundary, then things that we are reading and things that we are showing can't be actually shown it to the audience. That's the reason that we need to show it to the audience as well as to the people who they want to see. So by this time, I think at this point everybody can see the thing that we are reading right now, we are seeing here. So going back to check whether it's there or not, still there is some problem. Still white background is coming, and this white background will illuminate the people out there. Now I think it's everything is fine, it's coming. Okay, so we are going into it now without wasting a moment. Saying hello to everybody. I'm directly jumping into the text that we are supposed to be reading. As I was saying, it is last lesson for our entire grade 10's book reading episode. So reading section, engage yourself, look at the following figures and name them. So we have bar graph, we have got table, we have got line graph, we have got pie chart. So we have different types of figurative pictures to explain about the information. Similarly, we have figurative wave type of wave type of brainstorming. So there too we have a data, we have potato, sorting, washing, chopping, frying, serving and having. So this kind of there are menu, or you can say cookery style, way to how to cook is one of them. Look at the figure E and tell your friends what it is about. So it's about cooking. Obviously it's a chart as well. Study time now. Reading 1, study the following bar chart and do the activities that follow. So you have a chart from 2011 to 2015, the girls and boys number. Max we have 600 boys in the 2011, and max girls in 2015, the highest. So the above bar chart illustrates the comparison between the number of the boys and the girls studying in a public school in Ilam each year between the years 2011 and 2015. The dark bar to the right shows the number of boys, whereas the bar to the left shows depicts the number of girls. The bar chart reveals that the number of boys decreased every year and fell to 500 in 2015 from 600, whereas the number of girls increased every year and reached to 600 in 2015. That is 100 more than the year 2011. In 2011, the number of boys was exactly a number of 100 more than that of girls, but after 5-year period, the figure became just the opposite. The number of boys gradually went down and the number of girls increased in the same ratio. So, in the year 2015, the number of boys remained 100 less than the number of girls, though the number of boys and girls was exactly the same in 2013. So, that's what the explanation. Overall, conclusion, we all clearly see the decline in the number of boys while the number of girls seems to be a rising trend. The most surprising fact of the school is that though the number of boys and girls changes, the total number of school students remain constant. Okay, so vocabulary news, find the synonyms of the following words, that is depicts, portrays, discloses, shows, escalated, rising, precisely, exactly, tendency, possibility, prone to, stable, same, constant, etc. are already there. Reading comprehension, choose the best alternative to complete the following sentence. The number of students in school was the same in all years. Ratio of the boys and the girls in 2015 was 5:6, 6:5. So we need to get back to picture. Picture is not getting hold of that. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5:6. 6, 5:6. Oh, there is 5:6 here. Boys and girls. The number of girls increased as much as number of boys, and that decreased less than the decreased number of boys, more than the number of boys as much as. Data presented in the bar chart surprises us because the number of boys decrease every year. Okay, and the number of girls increase every year. The total figure of the students did not change. Okay, this is third one. And number, study the bar chart and answer the given question. What kinds of data are presented in the above bar diagram? How many girls were studying 2011? So what was the number of boys and that decreased every year? What percentage of boys decreased over a period of 5 years? What might be the reason why the decreased number of boys and increased number of girls? So these are some of the questions that are put forward to answer, to make you answer about the chart that is displayed. Similarly, we have got table over here. Study the following table and the pie chart. Two students appeared in SLC exam in the academic year 2072 2073 and write the score in English. So okay, sorry, we have A plus graded, A graded, B plus graded, B graded, C plus graded, C graded, D plus graded, D graded, even E. My, we have got performance of SLC students in academy year in pie chart as well. So its description is given in detail right here in 3 paragraphs. The above pie chart displays the performance of the students in English subject in later grading examination of the academic year 2070 to 73. According to the pie chart, only 436,983 students took the SLC examination in the academic year 2072 2073. Among them, only 2.87% students secured A plus and 9.17% examination scored route A. The pie chart clearly shows that 7.48% students obtained B plus, whereas 8.08 had to be satisfied in the grade B. In the same way, 7.31% of the students obtained C plus and 12.89 of them scored C grade. As seen in the chart, among the total 100%, 16.28% students scored D plus, and the highest number of students, that is 19.69%, scored D. Similarly, 16.28% students scored E. The lowest number of students, that is 2.87, scored A plus grade. On the whole, the achievement of the students in the SLC examination is not satisfactory because only very few students, that is 2.87%, scored A plus, and only 34.84% of the students are in between A plus and C plus, that is between satisfactory and outstanding. The pie chart elucidates that the concerned authority and stakeholders should pay attention to raise the present performance level of the SLC students in Nepal. Vocabulary is used. Some of the phrases used in the above text to the described chart are given below. The above pie chart displays according to the pie chart. The pie chart clearly shows that as seen in the pie chart. So these are the phrases to be used. Reading comprehension. We still have reading comprehension. So we study the table and the pie chart and indicate whether the following statements are true or false. The pie chart presents the data of all students of the SLC examinees. According to the pie chart, the majority of total examinations scored the grade A in the exam. The least number of students belong to the group that obtained B. The highest number of students scored D plus grade. Among the total students appeared in the exam, only 8.08% scored the grade B. Now you'll have to go back and then answer these true and false statement all by yourself. Study the table and the pie chart again and answer the question below again. How many students appeared in the SLC examination in the year 2072-73? What is the percentage of students who scored grade C plus? Which grade was scored by the majority of the students? What is the total number of students who achieved the grade D? If the achievement level of the students in the SLC examination is satisfactory, why not? Excuse me. So we need to detect each and everything from the chart and the explanation that's given, and accordingly we have to answer this. So coming back to follow up activities, coming down, work in a small group and fill in the gaps with the word or words phrases in the box given below to make the instruction of making the rice pudding meaningful. As soon as when, then, finally, first, after that process, as here is a dash, here is a what, there is nothing, here is a for making rice pudding. There is an instruction for making rice pudding. Pour a little of, first of all, pour a little of milk in a heavy bottom saucepan and boil it. After that, it boils. Now, when it boils, take out half of the milk from the span. After that, mix a cup of rice and stir it with a dipper for 15 minutes on a low flame. Finally, when it becomes soft, add the remaining milk and stir it for some time. Finally, add half a cup of sugar and stir it. When it looks soft, where are we? This is what happens. Alright, anyways, soft, and half a spoon of cinnamon powder, 20 grams of grated dry coconut, 20 grams of raisins, and 20 grams of fresh ghee. Stir it for a minute. Now your rice pudding is ready. Serve it on a flat plate and have it. The things that are filled somewhere, they are incorrectly filled since it's going up and down. I am not able to catch hold of the words that are given in the box. Now where are we? Directly somewhere? Jumping and jumping? I think somewhere here. Okay, so now since it is coming here, suppose your parents earn 30,000 per month. They spend their income in different sectors. They spend 6,000 on rent, 10,000 on food, and 5,000 on education, 3,000 on entertainment, and saved 6,000 for each month. Show the data in a pie chart and then explain it in detail. So this is what is given. Similarly, look at the following entry of the books in which in your school library. Interpret the data in the books in detail. So you have got fiction, number of books 125, books, poetry 75, play 100, prose 125. Coming to grammar. Grammar. First, Sarjak Tiwari, congratulations. Yes, sir, Sri Dangal as well retracted message. So now we are at the grammar. Engage yourself. Look at the following sentence and observe how the connectives are used. Monisha didn't go to school because of headache. She helped the needy ones in spite of her poverty. Unless you work hard, very hard, you cannot achieve the desired success. In order to be an engineer, my sister practices mathematics more at school. She went to the beauty parlor so that she could get her hair cut. While I was walking on the bank of a river, I saw a crocodile floating in the river. She grows a lot of rice, but my brother doesn't. I enjoyed the weekends despite my busy schedule. Now time for the grammar again. B section. Rewrite the following sentences using the appropriate connectives in the following in the box. So in order to, so that's as long as, before, after, although, wherever, despite, though, as soon as, whichever is suitable over, you can fill it there. Namita didn't get good marks in the exam, although she had studied well. Is there although? Yes. She goes to river to fetch water. Is there to fetch water? No. So in order to fetch water, they went to Ilam so that they could enjoy observing the tea garden. Malik has topped the list. Malik has topped the list because of his intelligence. Because of is because of is not long. It is not because of. Here is not intelligence, so it is negligence. Malik has topped the list despite his negligence. My uncle is rich. He never buys expensive clothes. Although also is suitable. Although my uncle is rich, he never buys expensive clothes. You are free, you can come. Whenever you are free, you can come. You can stay with me as long as you want. Where is that? As long as you want. They will come. They listen to the news. They'll come as soon as they listen to the news. He had been to Jhapa. He passed Master of Business Study. He had passed in Jhapa. He had been to Jhapa he had been to Jhapa before he passed Masters of Business Study. The passengers tied their seat belts before the plane took off. That means Jhapa after he passed Master of Degree Business Study, and here before the plane takes or took off. That's how you have to fill it up. Now here too you can fill it up with the information that's given overall first, in which following this, which find it next. So it's like coherent, so you can just use them appropriately wherever you want. Here is the process that explains the ways bricks are made for the. So first, bricks are made for the building industry. Next, there are 7 stages in the process, beginning with the digging up of clay and culminating in the final product. And then following this, the clay which is used to make the bricks is dug up from the ground by a large digger. This clay is then placed on the metal grid. Finally, is it finally? Yes. Finally is used to break up the clay into smaller pieces. A roller assists in this process. The sand and water are added to. Following this, next you can say clay, and this mixture is turned into bricks by either placing it into a mold or using a wire cutter. Then next, these bricks are placed in an oven to dry for 24 to 48 hours. In the subsequent stage, the bricks go through a heating and cooling process. They are heated in a kiln at a moderate and then a high temperature, followed by a cooling process in a chamber for 2 to 3 days. Finally, the bricks are packed and delivered to their destinations. Where is finally? Source adapted from IELTS process something. Follow activity. Make sensible sentences of your own using the following connectives. Compare them. However, although, despite, because of, while, until, so that. Example: they are going to the forest in order to collect firewood. Listening, we have listening of Annie Frank, and then we'll jump into speaking now. Looking, engage yourself. Look at the pictures below and discuss the stage of the riding. First, in the snake bite. So first one, okay, tie it and cover it with a bandage in the leg where the snake has bitten. And the second one, completely tie. Third one, you have you have to continue bandaging it. And fourth one, you make sure that there's a stick along it so that the so that the blood would not clot. Time for speaking. Work in a small group for five. Uh, Discuss the process of repairing a bicycle puncture. Write the stages of repairing a bicycle puncture along with the picture and present it to the class. Okay, then finally we have population in terms of religious groups. Religious groups we have Hindus 81.3, Buddhist 9, Islam 4.4, Kirats 3.1, Christian 1.4, Prakriti 0.5, others 0.3. So convert into a description of that data. The table shows the discussion of distribution of population of Nepal in terms of religious groups. Carry on. Follow-up activities: bring some real ingredients to make some food items like an omelette, vegetable curry, salad, etc. from home and demonstrate the process to make them with explanation. And we can have party in the classroom as well, okay, like PBT in grade 8. Writing section: engage yourself. Here is Abhinav's result, which shows the grades he got in different subjects. Write down in 5 sentences based on this information. So your gradings are all there. So time for writing. So similarly we have to make a interpretation of this particular chart like it's already given in the example on the top. So we have follow-up activities to work in a pair. Suppose you have 25 male and 20 female teacher, 450 girls and 425 boys in your school. So this in your pie charts given. So pie charts is here as well. Work in a small group. Go to your own locality and collect the information based on the given clues and show the information in the pie chart. Bar chart. So name of the community, number of males below 20 years, number of males above 20 years, 20. Number of females below 20 years, number of females 20 or above. Fun corner now. Enjoy the following joke. Teacher says, Maria, please point to America on the map. Maria, this is it. Sorry, teacher, well done. Now class, who found America? Class, Maria did. Ha. Now some of the answers that we did not turn this page last time regarding riddles. So answers of the riddles are here. First one are stamped and B second one's 12 January, 2nd April. So for this we need to go back to the page and chapters that we studied. So back and forth we have to do. For that we need to have our book in our hands so that finger can hold one page number, that's page number 23. Other you can come back to this page and then again another finger to page number 164 and come back this page and another one page number 191 and lastly this page. So now a very important thing and in the essential thing is about glossary. Hello, how are you? I'm good. Yog would try. Okay. So we are now at the very important part of our reading, reading of that particular thing, what we call charts and graphs, or a little bit kind of confusing type because of the pages that you have to flip up and down, which is difficult in this screen. So we go to the vocabulary section. We have so many vocabularies to learn: abstain, right, accommodation, ailment, airy. Let's see if there is any difficult word. I will read out meaning as well. Amendment, analyze, angel, appalling. Appalling is horrifying and shocking. Appealing is attractive and interesting. So the words do not be confused with appetite. Attenuated. Attenuated is another very important word. Extremely thin. Then we have automatic, mobile, automobile, awe, feeling of respect and slight fear. Then we have barrier, berate, so scold or criticize someone angrily. Beverage, blackmail, blissful, extremely happy, full of joy. Chimney, chalk meant to throw something carefully. Circumstance, sight, to speak or write the exact words from a book, the author, etc. Cocktail, coffin, coincidence, colleague, commemorate, so to remember officially and give respect to a great person or event, especially by a public ceremony or by making a statue or special building. Commercially, and then compel, conference, connoisseur, to an expert on a matters involving the judgment of beauty, quality, or skill in art, food, or music. Consumption, the act of using energy, food, or materials, the amount used. What I am reading, which already every child knows. Contemporary, convict. Now come to convict, to decide and state officially in court that somebody is guilty of a crime. Correspondence, cuddle, whole close in one's arms as a way of showing love or affection, like a child. Cursory, done quickly with and without giving enough attention to details. Cynicism, believing that people are only interested in themselves and are not sincere. Descent of a good, okay. Degeneration, deity, god or goddesses. Desperate, hopeless. Destiny, dietary, related to your diet. Di- dilettante, dilettante. Person who does study something but is not serious about it. Am I? Okay, disappear, discreditable, bad and unacceptable, causing people to lose respect. Diversity, dominant, double, drastically, drizzle, dysfunction. Embody, emboldened, okay, to make somebody feel brave or more bold or or confident. Enhance, enticement, enticement, enhance, enticement, persuasion. Equip, etiquette, the formal rules of or correct or polite behavior. Exas, exacerbate, exacerbate, to make something worse. Exceed, exceedingly. And then we have excellent, excessive. Exit, exposition, clear and full explanation of an idea or theory. Expostulations, argument, disagreement, or protest about something. Extend, to make something. Extraction, and then fabrication, faculty, fake, fatal, federal. Fiscal, flourish, flourish is to grow or develop successfully. Another flourish is to develop quickly and be successful or common. And then we have fraternity, and then we have fume, generate, gigantic, glaring, gloom, gigantic, glaring gloom. Granite, 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 a type of hard gray stone often used in building. Gravelled, growl. And then we have harmony, and then hazard, heed. Hilarious, imaginative, imitate, immense, incentive. Then we have increment, infections, ingrained, innovative, innumerable, insecticide. Inspiration, integrity, intercultural, interpreter, investigate. Invigorate, invigorate means to make somebody feel healthy and full of energy. Kiln, a type of large oven used for making bricks and clay objects hard after they have been shaped. Laburnum, a small tree with a group of yellow flowers hanging down. Lacune, lacune is gaps. Lanky, lean, leap, all are similar. Leer, look in an unpleasant way, like jeer. Then we legendary, lingua franca means common language, a shared language of a communication used between people whose main languages are different. Lock up, lost. Then we have magnum opus, a large and important work of art. Magnum opus, Italian or French word, Italian word. Magnum opus, masterpiece. Ineditative, microorganism. Miscarriage, the process of giving birth to a baby before it is fully developed and able to survive. Munch, NASA, necessary, negligence. And then we have often, volutes. Overcast, covered with clouds. Overwhelmed, to have such a strong emotion effect that it is difficult to resist or know how to react. Pass away, die, peep. Perplex means confused and anxious because you are unable to understand. Perspective, pesticide, plaque. So plaque, you can see a flat piece of stone, metal, etc., usually with a name and date on attached to a wall or memory of a person or an event. And then we have preach, deliver or summon, or religious address to an as assembled group of people, and prevailing, exciting in a particular place or at a particular time. Preventive, and then that can be stopped, to deal with documents in an official way. And then we have profoundly, extremely, prolonged, continuing for a long time, prosecuted. Ramification, complication, difficult. Ramification means complication, difficulty. Recruitment, action of reluctant, hesitating before doing something because you do not want to do it. Republican, resolution. Republican means the support of government by elected representatives of people rather than government by king or queen, a member of the Republican Party of the US. Resolution, reverence, a feeling of great respect or admiration for somebody. Robin Rush, slender, slim, sacred, sales representatives, and scared, scary, scoundrel, being dishonest, immoral. Now we have sculptures, segments, self-esteem, self-restraint, seminar, sever, shuffle, significant.